So guys, this is the video where Rob Christian tried to expose me but fails miserably because I have a surprise for him. Watch the video till the end.
And he's going to try to refute me. Watch. In the hadith. This is Sahih al-Bukhari, hadith number 302. 302. Sahih al-Bukhari, hadith number 302. Let us read the Arabic. يروي البخاري عن عائشة قالت: كانت إحدانا إذا كانت حائضا فأراد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أن يباشرها أمرها أن تتزر في فور حيضتها ثم يباشرها. في فور حيضتها يعني أول الحيض ومعظمه. أي نحن نقرأ أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم كان يمارس الجنس مع نسائه وهن في الحيض. Now let me read the English and explain. Aisha said, whenever Allah's Messenger wanted to have sex with any of us during her period, i.e. menses, he commanded her to put on a waist wrapper, then have sex with her. Wow! This is a disaster, Muslims. Your own Prophet just disobeyed the commands of Allah in chapter 2, ayah 222 in the Quran.
So Rob Christian tried to fool his audience again, and I always repeat it. Muslims...
Guys, did you hear it? I am fooling my audience. Did you catch it? So he's...
Now you guys can clearly see that touching and menstruating women above the izar waist wrapper. So if touching, he said that touching here, mubashara, cannot mean touching. It only has to be sex according to him. But according to both translations of the hadith, it can be touching and it can be a sex, or meaning here touching in a sexual way, or maybe embracing, okay? And it can mean touch. Mubashara can mean touch, and I will explain later. Watch.
He's calling me a deceiver and a liar. This same idiot that I showed you on the screen.
Yes, you are.
So he's going to try to refute me by how? By going to another hadith. Idiot.
Listen, Sahih Muslim and Sahih Bukhari are both acceptable, ya hmar. There are Sahihain. Sahih Muslim was the student of Al-Bukhari. You dumb idiot. He was the student of Al-Bukhari. Okay, let's continue. What? So that means his hadith is acceptable. And keep in mind here, Maymuna, the wife of the Holy Prophet, the Messenger of Allah, the Messenger of Allah, right? Contacted and embraced. Here, it says, "Can yubashir nisa'ahu" means contacted and embraced. They translated yubashir, right? Contacted and embraced, right? They didn't say he had sex with them. This is what they said, and these both translations are correct. Contacted and embraced his wives. His wives. Maymuna is saying that he did this to all his wives, right? In plural, his wives. Over the waist strap, meaning above the waist strap when they were menstruating.
Why are you not reading the same hadith? So you went to what? To Sahih Muslim. Instead of going to Sahih al-Bukhari, you went to Sahih Muslim.
There's no difference, you idiot. They're both authentic.
Why are you not addressing...
But the one in Sahih Bukhari doesn't give as much details as the one in Sahih Muslim.
The same hadith. Why are you going to Sahih Muslim? Sahih Muslim, I'm talking about Sahih Bukhari, you're talking about Sahih Muslim. I'm talking about apples, you're talking about bananas.
No, there's no apples and bananas, Sahih Bukhari and Sahih Muslim, hayawan. Bukhari was the teacher of Muslim. There you go, there you have it. Almost all Sahih Muslim's hadith is almost the same as Sahih al-Bukhari. Plus, here Sahih Muslim is trying to make it more to show you, to make it clearer for you that he had an isnad going back to Maymuna, the wife of the Prophet, all the way, and the isnad is sahih, so it's still acceptable, and it's from Sahih Muslim. It's still sahih, ya hayawan.
But listen anyway, guys. So he went to another hadith to try to refute me. Watch.
And Christians don't fall for his tricks.
Don't fall for one Christian tricks, guys.
This is Sahih Muslim hadith, okay.
Sahih Muslim.
باب مباشرة الحائض فوق الإزار. فوق الإزار meaning touching a menstruating woman above the izar.
I will give you $1,000 if here in the Arabic it says touching.
Okay, guys, share this to Rob Christian. I'll be the first to share this video after it's uploaded. I'm gonna tell him to give me his whatever he said, his $1,000 or how much he said, right? And if he doesn't give me that, he's a loser and a liar. You watch it.
Mr. Abdul, yeah, Abdul, yeah, Inta ya Abdul. I'll give you $1,000 if the Arabic, the chapter.
Okay, you're gonna have to give me it right now because I'm gonna expose
the chapter. If it says touching.
Okay, we'll see.
In Arabic, touching, guys, means lams.
And it can be mubashara.
He touched her.
It can mean bashar. It can mean touching as well. In Arabic.
So even the chapter, they are using taqiyya, lying.
Yeah, let's see.
When they translate, do you see it? It's yubashir again. Mubasharatu. Mubasharat al-haydi. So
see,
basically,
even Mohammed
the women who are menstruating. So to have sex, that's the correct translation.
Shout out to
have
Mohammed
sex,
Amin.
women when they are having their menstruation. Women who are on their periods. That's what the word is saying. Mubashir. Yubashir. So it's not talking about lamasaha, lams. So they have to play taqiyya.
Yeah, hayawan, you can't even spell sarir. Remember in your previous video I exposed you? You said sirar. It's supposed to be sarir, meaning bed. Sarir can mean firash as well, you idiot.
Play maker. Use the maker of Allah himself.
You're using the
deception of Allah, even in the translation, in the English translation. They are too embarrassed to put the word sex.
Yalla, prove it, hurry up, prove it.
You liar! You're a liar like your English translators on Sunnah.com. Don't we always say, guys, never ever trust any translation?
Yep.
Don't we always
also the Bible, don't
There's
trust
no...
Because
the
New
word
King
touching
James
is
Version
nowhere
has
to
so
be
much
found here
contradiction
in the Arabic.
The King James Version of the Bible has
about
sex. Sex?
Sex with a menstruating woman.
Let's see.
Above the azar.
Is it only sex? Nope. It doesn't have to only be sex. It can be touching.
Waist wrapper, under the waist wrapper, in between the waist wrapper, I don't care. It's still sex.
Let's see.
It's still sex.
Yalla,
the word is sex.
Yalla, prove it.
The word is sex.
Yalla, prove it. We don't need to hear sex.
The word is sex. Before we continue the video, guys, let me prove it to you that even the English translation is lying and it does not say touching. Let me prove it to you.
Prove it.
Here,
he
touched her. Touching.
Rob, don't be stupid, okay? I can expose you and I can, eliminate you here in debate or without debate. It doesn't matter. Look, here in the dictionary, in Al-Ma'ani, if you go to the dictionary, for the word mubashara, right? باشر رجل زوجته لامست بشرته بشرتها دون جماع. His skin touched her skin without intercourse. لامست, you idiot. لامست, let's translate it. لامست, what does لامست mean? Touched, here you go, bashar. Here, let's go back again. Let's copy the whole thing. Right? Without intercourse. His skin touched her skin without intercourse. His skin touched her skin without intercourse. Read it.
لامست بشرته بشرتها دون جماع.
His skin touched her skin without intercourse.
There you go. لامست means touched. It comes from the word bashar. باشر رجل زوجته, right? مباشرة comes from the word مباشرة, you idiot. Read again. And now I want to continue further on to show you that in Sahih al-Bukhari, while someone is fasting, is not allowed to have sexual intercourse with his wife. If someone has sexual intercourse or intentionally masturbates or lets out semen intentionally, then he has to pay an expiation for it, right? And he has to break his fast. So, narrated Aisha, a man came to Prophet Muhammad and said, that he had been burned through. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ asked him, what was the matter? He replied, I had sexual intercourse with my wife, okay, in Ramadan, okay. So then a basket full of dates was brought to the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, and he asked, where is the burnt man? He replied, I am present. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ told him to take the basket as charity, okay, as expiation, okay. So now we go here and we see that كان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقبل ويباشر وهو صائم, right? Aisha said the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ used to kiss and embrace. Now you watch here what it says. Embrace means touch. The Prophet touched his wife, not have sexual intercourse, but touch his wives. He used to kiss them, and yuqabbil means kissed, وَيُبَاشِر meaning embraced, while he was fasting, but he was the one of you who had most control over his desire, right? Now let's continue having fun and watching this idiot. Look how he's gonna get mad. This is my favorite part, when he gets exposed. He knows he's exposed, he's gonna get mad.
There's no touching. There's no touching. So they are lying in the translation, in the English.
And you were right, Rob Christian, right? When you said last time, sirar means bed, you idiot. You couldn't correct yourself and understand that it's sarir. Sarir means bed. You can't even, and all your mistakes you made last time, and the pronunciation of words in the Quran, right? Remember when you said, ما كان النبي أن يكون له إسرى ونج أسرى, you idiot? Why don't you correct yourself when you said that?
Translation, right? Do you see it? Why is this guy not correcting the English translation? Because he's a liar.
So whenever for you use the translation of Mahsan Khan and you read it, and let's say for example when you try to pronounce the words in Arabic, you can't pronounce them properly, and you don't correct yourself afterwards, and you don't say to the people, yes, I make mistakes, because you're a liar. Because touching mubashara, as I explained before, it can mean touching in Arabic as well.
Come back like these English translations to our translators on sunnah.com. Remember, this is sunnah.com, the same website that I'm using always. And let us continue listening to this liar and deceiver who is trying to refute me. Good luck in trying to refute Rob Christian, man.
I'm already refuting you, bro. And I warned you of making another video, because when you make a video, you will get yourself busted again. And everyone will watch this, all you Christian, and I will share it on your channel, Rob Christian. And you will know you're lying. You know that this video was that I made about you, it was strong evidence against you. This is why you're trying to manipulate and play around with something that has no. But like guys, he searches for a word touching mubashara, and he says mubashara does not mean touching. Look at this idiot. Mubashara can mean touching. In the Arabic language, it can mean touching. So the translation was not wrong in that.
You and what army can refute me?
What? You're easy to be refuted, habibi. You're nothing. Wallahi, you are nothing. You're just a Christian bastard. You're nothing. Wallahi, you are nothing. To me, you are nothing. I can refute you. Imsah al-ard fik. I can wipe the floor with you.
Waist wrapper. Okay, where you wear your pants.
I was gonna get mad, guys. Watch, this is the best part.
Above the waist wrapper, not in the vagina, and not
not in the vagina.
Through the vagina.
Guys, Mohammed is having sex above the waist wrapper, under the waist wrapper, in between the waist wrapper, around the waist wrapper, but Mohammed is still having sex with his wives.
Look at this idiot, but it's not in the vagina, ya habibi. The verse is saying you have to come to, in the vagina, having sexual intercourse in the vagina is not permissible when the women are menstruating in the vagina. This is what the verse meant, ya kalb. See how he got mad? Rob, don't play mad with me, ya haywan. Don't play mad with me. You don't want to see me mad, but I'll let you bark, since when the dogs bark, it doesn't harm the lions.
Muhammad is still having sex. We know why someone would use a piece of clothing, because it's going to be a bloody mess when you have sex with your wife like Muhammad did, the Prophet of Islam, when their wives used to have their periods. It's going to be a bloody mess. This is why they are putting a small piece of clothing when they are having sex. And the word is sex. Sex. Above, underneath, between, in between.
Where does it say in between during menses? Ya kalb. It says above. He contacted. See, even here the translation, contacted and embraced is used for yubashir. Right? The Messenger of Allah ﷺ contacted and embraced his wives over the waist trapper. Right? كان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يباشر نساءه فوق الإزار. Yubashir here is translated as contacted and embraced. It can mean contacted, embraced. It can mean having sexual intercourse. It can mean also touching. Even the translation here exposes you. Another example would be the dream in Sahih al-Bukhari about Abu Bakr and Umar, that narrated Ibn Umar. Allah's Messenger ﷺ said, I saw in a dream while I was standing at a well and drawing water therefrom. Suddenly Abu Bakr and Umar came to me. Abu Bakr took the bucket and drew one of two buckets full of water, but there was weakness in his pulling, but Allah forgave him. Then Ibn al-Khattab took the bucket from Abu Bakr's hand, and the bucket turned into a very large one in his hand. I have never seen any strong man among the people doing such a hard job as Umar did, till the people drank of their satisfaction and watered their camels to their fill, and they sat near the water. This dream is interpreted that Abu Bakr will open less places than Umar bin Khattab, who opened many places and made Islam spread more than Abu Bakr has done so. And so in Umar's during Umar's Caliphate, Abu Bakr he opened some places while Umar opened many more places. And you can clearly see that the bucket turned into a very large one in his hand. The bucket meaning and the water is symbolic to mean that Umar bin Khattab will get many riches, will open many places and get their riches. You can see in another hadith in Sahih al-Bukhari, it actually mentions that the Prophet heard footsteps. I asked, who is it? Somebody said it is Bilal. Then I saw a palace and a lady sitting in its courtyard. Now, as you can see, the lady here is not literally like what's gonna happen in paradise, that lady will be there, but it's a lady sitting there. I asked, for whom is this palace? Somebody replied, it is for Umar. Right? I intended to enter it and see it, but I thought of your Umar ghira and gave up the attempt. So as you can see, again, sometimes dreams are symbolic. It doesn't literally mean that Bilal will be in paradise before Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In Sahih al-Bukhari, you can see narrated Salim's father, the Prophet Muhammad said, I saw in a dream a black woman with unkempt hair going out of Medina and settling in Mahiyya. He interpreted this dream, the Prophet said, as a symbol of the epidemic of Medina being transferred to Mahiyya, namely Al-Juhfa. Sometimes dreams can mean, like for example, the black woman is the epidemic here. It doesn't literally mean that there will be a black woman walking there. So as you can see, again, I have exposed Rob Christian. And to finish off Rob Christian with the hadith in Sahih Muslim, Anas bin Malik reported, the Messenger of Allah said, I will come to the gate of paradise on the day of resurrection and would seek its opening. And the keeper would say, who are you? I would say, Mohammed. He would then say, it is for you that I have been ordered, and not to open it for anyone before you. Meaning the Prophet Muhammad will be the first to enter paradise.